Mini breaks are 50 shades of cray-cray. How can anyone go somewhere new and be expected to enjoy themselves without at least a decade to decompress? With no idea where to go, how to eat or what to do, it's impossible to stop the whole thing turning into a monumental fudge-up.
But lash yourselves no longer, for I, a man who was once mistaken in a medieval siege for Richard Ayoade, intend to be the first person you've met who can actually help. Forcibly chaperoned by a televised face to give me the remote chance of relatability, I'm going to drag you howling through a maxi mini break.
This is travel without mercy.
Tonight, 48 hours in and roundabout Seville, the sunniest city in Europe. And to salvage what would be a steady solo soaking of low-energy sardonic remarks is comedian, actor and colossus Rob Delaney.
I don't know this man.
Together we will sightsee with mighty strides.
Richard, not sure if you're aware you're still walking.
Master flamenco.
Gosh, this is hard. It's like Black Swan.
And restage the Three Amigos.
Thank God for that crash mat. We're here, but should we have come?
Seville is most of the way to Africa, making a 2.5-hour flight the only humane way to get there.
How's about that knife fight, eh?
That was something.
How was the rest of the journey, though, for you?
It was okay, but they made me pay for my tea.
Well, that's the jet for you.
Yeah. But I think that these oranges in the trees are free, so...
Yeah, so maybe harvest some and try and offset some of the Euro shortfall that you're already found yourself in.
Why Seville? Why have you taken me here?
I'm going to tell you that now. The Andalusian capital, Seville, is the 4th biggest city in Spain and its largest inland river port. It's been ruled by the Romans, the Moors, and for the last 850 years and change, the Spanish of all people. And for those buffoons who like to get drunk on sun, Seville will scorch your back with 3,000 hours of sizzle a year, earning it the nickname the frying pan of Europe.
Frugal mini breakers can secure a weekend here for south of 240 sterling, but we seem destined to spaff more. My prophecy becomes true as soon as I swipe Rob's platinum card to book us in at the somewhat swanky Hotel Villapane.
This is a shame.
The head height's good, but we are not shielded from the elements.
It's that sexy Spanish arrogance.
Yeah. There's probably not even a Wellington boot shop in this goddamn place. Let's haggle over the room. There is a tiny differential between the two rooms.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
Okay.
The hotel has 50 rooms and 6 suites, and because we are neither fish nor fowl, we've booked one of each.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
I'm not sure whether this is the suite or the standard.
I have to imagine it's the suite.
I don't know.
Just know I'd be happy here if...
That's good for me to factor into my decision, and it is my decision.
Very well.
Ooh.
Okay.
This is very you, isn't it, Rob?
Wow.
Very you.
It's not a nice room, but I...
Thank you. You're welcome. So I'm going to leave you to bed in here.
I thought...
The good thing is that window is very hard to fall out of. So there's no point dwelling on this. Don't dwell on it, Rob.
To distract Rob from focusing on potentially divisive disparities, I immediately sign us up for a sightseeing running tour.
It's a little chilly.
Yeah, make sure that your nipples are warm before you do this.
Yeah, I have to.
Well, we're waiting for Angel. I imagine that's some kind of stage name, but he's a runner.
Are those his children?
I think so. Angel is very fertile.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you Angel?
Yes.
Hello, Angel.
Hello, from
Hi.
Road running to Seville.
I apologise for what I'm wearing. I've just come from a Stone Roses Weekend Reenactment Society.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many kilometers you want to run? 20 kilometers? Or so?
Yeah, I think more than 20 would be dangerous.
One would be good.
kilometer.
Yes. Thank
You
you.
go.
I'll stay behind just
Hey.
to not embarrass anyone with the pace I set.
Angel will tailor tours to suit hardcore sprinters or shuffling sightseers, allowing us to eyeball several of Seville's most pertinent points of interest at pace.
Are we running by something important?
You know what is this?
I know.
It's the Cathedral of Seville.
I would have said Nando's.
The cathedral is the third largest in the world, outsized only by St. Peter's in the Vatican and Aparecida in Brazil.
Do you go to this church?
Oh yes, of course. I
Yes.
got married here.
Okay.
Really?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And how many people were at your wedding? Did they have to?
1,000 people.
There were 1,000 people.
1,000 people. It's very, very, very big.
How many are you still in touch with?
1,000.
What's wrong with this place?
Sickened by Angel's popularity, we head towards the Parque Maria Luisa, losing several runners who stop to reassess their own fractured relationships.
Richard, not sure if you're aware, you're still walking.
I know. How fast am I?
Making for a non-existent finish line, we plod into the Plaza de España, which you may recognize from cinematic masterpieces such as Lawrence of Arabia and the film Attack of the Clones. As I hear the sound of Rob's right glute ripping, I call our running tour to a halt.
I must thank you very much for what's happened so far.
I have to go with him because I'm his employee.
It was good.
It's a beautiful city and a great way to see it.
Okay, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay.
Did you enjoy that? That seemed
I
like a
really
scam.
did. Well, I mean, we benefited in that we'll maybe live 5 minutes longer because of this workout.
But travel shouldn't be about prolonging life, it should be about endangering it.
Dos churros.
Churros are a Sevillian speciality and are cooked in a rueda or wheel and served with hot chocolate sauce.
Oh, the Archie blows.
Good gravy.
That's quite surgical, what's happening there.
Yeah.
Por aquí.
Okay.
I'm pretty excited.
Yes. That's fried.
That's big.
How is that?
Really wonderful,
Yeah, this is, I think, what my arteries now look like.
very likely. And we're carrying on the British tradition of eating something out of greasy paper.
Yeah. One of those last churros is lodged midway. I'm going to try and dislodge it. Are you coming?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel nauseous.
Then, as a lifelong lover of timber, I finally fulfill my ambition to ascend the world's largest wooden structure, the Metropole Parasol, known locally as Las Certas. The mushrooms.
This is one hell of a fungus.
This looks like a very large-scale craft project. It does look like it's made out of balsa wood. Yep, seems solid though.
Conceived by German architect Jürgen Meyer H. in 2004, the Parasol won a competition for ideas to redevelop the square it sits in. The bold design is meant to create shade, like a less good version of a tree.
This does seem like a very pleasing folly.
Yeah.
Now that we've traversed a giant artificial fungal structure, we decide to swiftly master an Andalusian art form.
How do you feel about dancing? I'm just going to ask you while we pan down.
Sure. I like to move rhythmically when music is playing, but I wouldn't call what I do dance.
Oh, come now.
Andalusia is the birthplace of flamenco, and lessons are readily available for beginners, as well as the experts we will shortly become.
Hello.
Hello.
Overwhelmed by my powerful masculinity, Manuela attempts to teach us the fundamentals of flamenco.
1. Now,
Sorry, I drifted off.
from the beginning.
Okay, gosh, this is hard. This is like Black
Here.
Swan. Okay, here we go.
Okay. Okay.
Now it's getting interesting, right?
Hey. And right. Okay.
You don't sound entirely convinced.
The dance moves I'm effortlessly expressing are known as baile,
Stop.
and are mixed with palmas, flamenco's distinctive hand claps and stamps.
Hey.
Let's continue.
Okay.
This is
Let's-
different. This is different.
Like. Okay. Stop. Okay. Okay.
I grew up in Peckham. When a brother like me's in this position, bad stuff's going down.
Bueno, chicos, ha sido un placer. Tengo otra clase y me tengo que ir. ¿Vale?
Sensing that it would be fruitless to over-refine a raw, expressive talent like mine, Manuela calls it a dia.
Okay. Did she just call us chickens?
Chicos, it means good dancers, man.
Okay. Do we get certification as the main... Without certification, this is...
Nobody will believe
worthless.
us. Can you get a certificate when the thing you learned most about is yourself?
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the most important certificates you can get.
Because I just really learned a lot about
this guy. Okay, well, I feel I was undermined, and I don't really need that. I don't need to come to Spain to be undermined.
Let's get you some ice cream.
Okay.
At a time when I would ordinarily be activating my home security system, the Spanish are heading out to eat comically tiny plates of food known as tapas. And to ensure you cop the best chow with the coolest cats, you can book a guided tapas tour with an expert like Monica Gonzalez. She begins with one of my favorite Spanish cured meats, ham.
Very good.
Okay, the idea is you put the ham in your mouth, you warm it up for 3-4 seconds, and then you start chewing. And then you should get a nice flavor. Could you describe it a little bit more now?
Warm, melty, autumn. Those are some words that come to mind.
Okay, good, very good.
Stone-faced Monica produces a local cheese she claims is called Torta del Casar.
Boom is what I want to say to that cheese.
There's a lot going on.
Then we waddle across the city for a salmorejo, a cold soup.
It's got an egg in it.
Yes, you don't need egg.
No, that's great.
Do you know egg, and can you recognize the other thing?
I know egg.
A little bit of ham in there.
Yeah, exactly. Years ago, when I was little, the topping was just for celebrations.
Say if you passed your driving test, you'd lob an egg in there.
So, Rob,
I love it.
It's really good.
how do you feel about the fact that you are eating at 11:45?
I feel insane. I've not been up this late for a decade.
Finally, a Sevillano speciality, espinachas con gabanos, spinach and chickpeas.
It's nice just to eat something hot for a little. It's really nice.
I could probably eat 11 pounds of this.
Then you will be 11 pounds fatter.
Yeah, Rob.
Despite his laughter, a volcanic argument soon erupts, in which many damaging things are said, and we are forced to leave the bar and the first part of the show. We are straddling the central crack of our 48-hour southern Spanish sojourn. The first 24 saw us run,
Are we running by something important?
dance,
Stop.
and become massively Spanish.
How do you feel about the fact that you are eating at 11:45?
I feel insane.
Day 2 sees me using my Gnostic intel of Seville to seek out some choice confections.
You look nice in this light.
Thank you. I do need good lighting to appear like a human. Now, we're here at the San Leandro convent, which is where they make yolk-based sweet.
I should warn you, I may combust in there.
Oh, I see. I'm very virtuous, so I'll be okay.
The nuns here are a cloistered order, avoiding almost all contact with the outside world.
I'm gonna ring the bell.
Ave María Purísima.
Sin pecados concebidos. Demi kilo de yemas? They should institute this at Greg's.
Y eso lo pague. Gracias.
Gracias.
I did not bring a crowbar.
I know. Oh, here we go.
Well, thank you.
That's from a Renaissance recipe.
I like it.
I think they're focused on taste over aesthetics.
Yemas procured, we head for another Andalusian attraction some distance from Seville.
That's a small vehicle.
That's a fun little car, isn't it? Yes.
Wow.
Do you
Okay.
drive?
I do, yes.
I only learned to drive last week.
Yeah. Well, then, since we're both fathers, maybe I should drive.
We can swap halfway through.
I've already broken something.
That's good. Oh, flat of the hand turn.
Here it comes.
Our prolonged 400k trek takes us past Granada and across the scenic Sierra Nevada mountains. Their majesty awes us.
Wow, that's one pack. I thought that was a multi-pack.
Oh,
I
wow.
went in there expecting to take out smaller packets.
Sierra Nevada literally translates as snowy mountains, and Rob is gripped by a Proustian rush.
This so looks like California. I don't know what to do. Ooh, look at that. Oh.
That's very pleasant.
Depending on how the next phase of our trip goes, on the way back, we
If
can
you're going to
film
say
it
skinny
in
dipping,
movies.
I'm going to stop you.
No, I was suggesting mutual suicide.
Okay, I'd be more comfortable with that than
okay.
skinny dipping. Oh, I'm getting car sick. Getting very car sick.
Did you take your pills?
Yeah,
Good.
I took my pills.
Have you ever worn the wristband?
I'm on ferries and coaches. And sometimes if I go to see a bank manager.
Worried that Rob is about to propel us cliffwards fatally, I demand he pull over and hand me the wheel.
Oh, that clutch goes all the way down into the floor.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what you do, isn't it? Oh, you find the biting point. And this is what Hammond's doing all day. It's like being a sort of expert lovemaker. Back it off, not yet. Corner it, stop. No, this was not what we agreed. Where are we?
I'm looking at the map here.
Okay.
We're on the GR32, just south of Granada.
That sounds like you're narrating what I'm already doing.
A little bit, yeah. I want to offer you more help.
Okay.
But one thing you can do is you can make the map look like a big seashell.
That's
Have you
nice.
ever done that?
This is a long trip.
We approach one of Andalusia's most popular attractions, Fort Bravo, a working film set and Wild West theme park, which attracts 30,000 visitors a year.
This looks alarmingly like my neighborhood in London.
It's an absolute mecca for film buffs who misunderstand the word mecca. Visitors can explore the park by leg, horse and cart, or go the full High Plains drifter.
Para montar a caballo.
Exactly.
Sounds good.
In a bid to stoke interest in my pending Peckham Set Zorro reboot, I ignore my allergy to horses
These are very tight trousers.
and saddle up.
Have you been on a horse before?
I have, yeah.
I have not been on a horse before. It may surprise you to learn, given my current mastery of this. Slow it. But we'll see how it pans out.
Fort Bravo was built in 1964 for the Sergio Leone film A Fistful of Dollars and starred in several spaghetti westerns. It opened to visitors in the 1980s and they've been flocking ever since.
Man, is it busy in this place.
Recent shoots here include Doctor Who and Penny Dreadful.
Where Sky Sports are based, in that shack.
De la televisión.
That's not where Rupert Murdoch comes to hide out.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah. What's the name of this horse?
Perla.
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 Apache.
Apache. Rob, your one's called Apache.
Oh, it's fantastic.
You look at home on that horse.
Whoa. I'm wondering if Apache is mad at me because I'm fat.
Apache does not consolidate negative body images.
My horse just managed to salivate on me.
I've got 1 minute left of my throat before it closes in. I honestly can't speak.
With my windpiping on the verge of collapse and Rob drenched in horse wash, I ripcord this mother.
Well, it's further confirmation that I am indeed allergic to horses. How did you leave things with Apache in the end?
I mean, I think it worked out okay. I will probably call him later to sort of unpack what happened. But I don't think that he liked me.
Let's mosey on out of here. I like Ricardo, though. He had eyes that have seen a lot.
He's a handsome cowboy.
The other one had a sadness that I couldn't put a finger on.
He's from Argentina.
Okay.
Like the brooding heroes of yesteryear, we head to the saloon for a fizzy drink. The silence that greets us is caused by a mixture of awe, low season visitor numbers, and my inaudible but constant guffing.
We should get served relatively quickly, is the good thing. Yeah, I'd like a Fanta. And you?
Dos Fantas, por
Okay.
favor.
Fantas. I also see you have Kinder Eggs. 2 Kinder Eggs. And a pack of Orbit. And do you have a Wi-Fi code? Wi-Fi? It's kind of a sad atmosphere in this bar, actually.
I think we're contributing to it.
I'll see what the toy is. Hey! It's a little dog. You can change the hair. There's very little assembly required on this.
I don't know this man.
Twice a day, at no extra cost, visitors can enjoy a Wild West show.
Pueblo muy tranquilo.
Sounded like exposition. Oh dear.
This afternoon's performance centres on some kind of robbery,
He's got all the Milky Bars in there.
and it's staged with the authenticity of the mid-90s sitcom dream sequence.
Oh, thank God for that crash, man.
What are the odds? Well, that's excessive.
That's very good. Oh, very good. Thank you very much. I've done similar scenes myself.
Thank you so much.
Emotionally drained from the horse opera, it's time to reflect on our time in southern Spain.
At least we managed to nab this parking space before they all go.
Thank goodness.
Well, here we are against a frankly over-dramatic background to assess our time here. How do you feel it's been?
I've had a great time. We ate a lot of ham, which is a major yardstick I use to determine if a thing was good or not.
The ham index.
By the ham index, it was a triumph.
Ham contributed considerably to our total spend of £520, 15 pence per person. A frankly petty price to pay for 48 hours rich in culture, adventure, and thinly sliced meat.
Well, the weather's been good. And for the time of year that we're here, which we probably oughtn't to specify because we don't have a broadcast date yet, but the weather is excellent.
It really is.
Overall, I think this is a pretty good place to come.
Yeah.
Mini breaks are 50 shades of cray-cray. How can anyone go somewhere new and be expected to enjoy themselves without at least a decade to decompress? With no idea where to go, how to eat, or what to do, it's impossible to stop the whole thing turning into a monumental fudge-up. But fear not, for I, a weak man who shares some superficial traits with showbiz has-been Richard Ayoade, have come to your aid.
Stop.
Saddled with an ungainly gaggle of TV types, I'm going to take you pelting through a maxi mini break.
Lead the team, Joe.
This is travel without mercy.
This time, 48 hours in the Atlantis it's okay to believe in, the massively watery Venice. Matching me stride for stride is comedian and scaffolding expert Joe Brand. Together, we'll use mighty sticks to propel ourselves.
No, I can't remember.
Joe, you're panicking.
Ingeniously uncover shady doings.
Are you on drugs?
Yes.
And relive key moments from the life of Casanova.
Hey, do you want to freshen up that spritzer?
We're here, but should we have come?
Venice is a 2-hour air fling from London. Touchdowns on the mainland, leaving you to make your way to the edge of the island by train, car, or this frankly ostentatious water taxi.
Joe, have you been here before?
I have been here before, about 30 years ago, and I
Okay.
don't look old enough.
Please, don't force me into a compliment. It's very pleasing. It's pretty.
But it may well all collapse quite soon.
Yes. 1 or 2 millimetres a year it's going down by. That's going to hit the window box within a decade.
Yeah.
The 25-minute journey takes us down Venice's central gullet, right to the liquid heart of whatever this metaphor's become. But despite the appalling pulchritude of the joint, we still insist on pretending there's some kind of why to be extracted.
So, Richard, why Venice?
We're literally about to cut to me explaining why.
Venice has fewer canals than Birmingham, but don't give up on it just yet because Venice isn't as rubbish as you might think.
It's about 1,600 years old, made up of 118 islands, mostly man-made, intersected by 150 canals and linked by 400 bridges. It's got a population of 55,000, but that figure is doubled on a daily basis by visitors. Inventions claimed as Venetian include tiramisu and the newspaper, two things I'll only eat if pressed.
If you can keep a firm hand on the fiscal tiller, a couple of cats can command a weekend in Venice for approx 5 Cs apiece, but not if you're for some reason minded to stay in a hotel like the one we've wangled. There's over 1,000 bunkhouses in Venice, but the Hotel Daniele is situated at the apex of Swank Mountain, a mere pebble lob from St. Mark's Square. Its 14th century grandeur is almost exhausting.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. I wish you a pleasant stay, and
Thank
of course,
you.
if you need anything, we are here for you.
Thank you
Will
very
do.
much.
And so I fulfill my lifelong dream to ascend the same staircase that Johnny Depp almost certainly stepped foot on in the smash hit film The Tourist.
Didn't say what room number is. I'm gonna have to read off the tassel.
Completely fictional archaeologist Indiana Jones mini-broke here, as well as cultural colossi Goethe, Wagner, Chuck Dickens and your boy Byron. To conserve my dwindling energy, I decide to view Joe's quarters, called the Princess Suite after Katie Price's daughter, via the complimentary Wi-Fi.
Let's have a look at the scale of the digs. What's going on there?
This is the bedroom. I'm sitting on the bed at the moment.
Okay.
And over here I've got like a massive wardrobe. Can you see that?
Yes.
Problem is I've only got one thing to wear.
Sure.
I'll spread it out in the wardrobe. All right, I'm going to take you in the shower.
Thanks.
Because it's the sort of bathroom Mariah Carey would have.
Go on.
Embossed towels.
It's always good to know where you've stolen the towel from.
Shall I take you to my sitting room? Do you have a sitting room?
I'm ashamed to say I don't have a sitting room. Well, Joe, you can't dawdle there because we have a lot to do, okay?
I haven't even had time to eat the complimentary saucer of baby's toenails.
Keep them for later. You'll be hungry in the middle of the night.
Okay. All right, it's coming now.
See you. Bye.
Bye, missing you already, etc.
Don't lie. Don't cheapen this.
With no time allotted for lounging and luxury, we trot off to ingest this so-called city of Venice. Venice's stupidly liquid street system attracts 20 million visitors per annum, and while you could safeguard your coin purse by taking the water bus, Joe, whether on land or not, will only travel by gondola.
OMG, oh God.
Have you done before?
No. Ooh, reasonably elegant, but not very. Thank you.
Here we go. We're in one of 400 gondolas still active in Venice.
Only 400?
Yeah, there used to be 10,000, but
You're joking.
times are hard for the gondola.
Wow. This looks like a funeral gondola to me.
They all have to be painted black by law
okay.
now.
Right.
They used to be in flamboyant colours. It was getting out of hand. There were lime green ones,
Oh, okay.
ones with Bob Marley on the side. I don't know.
As I continued to regurgitate gondola facts being fed to me via my earpiece, Alessandro oars us towards a prime piece of Venetian real estate.
Oh, here we go, Bridge of Sighs.
Oh, what, this thing here?
Yes, because that's a prison.
Right.
And I think the Bridge of Sighs, well, was supposedly about prisoners looking back at free Venice for the last time.
And an enclosed bridge, obviously, so they couldn't jump out on the way across.
Even if they did jump off, I mean, they're going nowhere fast.
Someone might catch them, might they?
What, in a gondola, escaping at this pace? We'll never catch them. Oh, yes, we will. We'll just get in an adjoining gondola and over the period of half an hour, slowly track them down. What's your top speed in this
Top
crate?
speed? Well, could be 7-8 kilometers.
7 or 8
per
kilometers?
hour, yes.
Yeah. We could achieve this kind of speed if we literally just fell in the river and drifted.
80 euros for the worse, the half-an-hour gondola glide has given Joe and I a freshly awakened reverence for the city.
Any city that flooded would look like this.
No, it wouldn't. Well, Croydon's not a city, but it wouldn't look like this.
I'd love Croydon's got a John Lewis, Dixon's, Waitrose. What's this got? Nothing. It's got water damage.
Alack, we can't stand around looking like a couple of basset hounds all day, because I feel an urgent need to source pre-owned reading material, and Venice claims to contain the most beautiful second-hand bookshop in the world. Liberia Aqua Alta is perversely popular with locals and tourists. It has books stored in a gondola, rowboats and bathtubs in a manner that could be unfairly described as contrived.
Ironically, this isn't run like a tight ship.
No.
This is quite free-form piling on top.
Yes.
It's a nightmare. I'm having a panic attack.
Having a panic attack. Quick then, this way.
Okay. Look.
What?
Come on.
What?
How's he going to sell this book? He's not selling this book.
It's a challenge, though. Go on.
This is going to be like the tablecloth trick.
Gold.
Ooh.
Done. What is it?
Conversazioni criminali.
Criminal conversations.
There we go.
That's
and look,
what we're having.
This is poorly laid out. I'd like to browse within there. How can I do it? I can't. The whole thing's an affectation. It's pretentious. Let's
Well,
go.
you'd have to come here for a very long time and just one by one take them off the pile and look at them.
I'd like to leave this creepy place.
What, do you think it's creepy?
I feel it's on the creepy side.
Mercifully, the only book we'll need in this next sequence is already secreted upon my person, for we are about to explore Venice methodologically, without the unwelcomely human presence of a tour guide.
Joe.
Yes.
You crave adventure.
I do crave adventure.
I'm going to give you a map.
That's very adventurous, thank you.
Now, we're going to play this.
Yes.
It's an interactive tour. This is what it says, an itinerary lined with enigmas to uncover the mysteries and learn about the most enchanting places of Venice. Why?
YY uses the city's landmarks to form a supposedly unique mystery tour around Venice. The clues lead you from one historical site to another and are obtained via a combination of crushingly complicated book info and text message.
A young girl on a boat, holding two particular objects in her hands. What are they?
Well, let's have a look.
How can we find a lost column? It's either there or it isn't. I give up very easily. It's one of my problems in life. Should I just text them, where is it? What are you talking about? This is like being on The Apprentice, but without any prospect of making money. Lead the team, Joe. Lead the team. Be a leader.
Lead it, okay.
Good team leader, would she? No, I don't know whether I need Joe in my organisation.
Fortune strokes our shanks. Joe has spied something along the side of the palace.
I think that's her.
Yes.
Because she's the only one without a beard. Crab and a moon.
One object slightly more plausible to hold than another. The data roaming on this is going to kill me. Great, Richard, you got it. Oh, please. Why am I on Dora the Explorer? Let's move on. Next target. What is the name of the street that faces the Campo della Bragora, where unofficial executions took place?
We need to find the Palazzo Gritti Badur.
I really feel I'm engaging with the city.
YY includes 60 destinations across Venice, which sounds like a number of destinations.
What we're looking for is a calle, which is like a little lane. I can only see one little lane, that's it, and it's called...
Della Morte.
Which means...
Of the Morte.
Of the Morte.
So
we found it.
YY has a selection of game durations from 2 to 9 hours, but as time-tight travellers with a packed itinerary, we must, with heavy heart, truncate our quest.
I have enjoyed it very much, but looking at your face, you've enjoyed it slightly less.
Don't judge me by my utterly
by your
unmalleable
cover.
face. A lot of this is damaged on my wind chill.
As the chrysalis of day cracks to reveal the moth of night, our bellies specifically cry out for local cuisine.
I'm absolutely ravenous.
For the time-denied mini-breaker in search of nourishment, the Cantina di Cecco is nothing less than compulsory. We're here for cecchetti, the Venetian version of tapas, and we're going to save vital seconds because there's no menus and the eats arrive all at once. We don't even have to squander what time we have left on Earth by seating ourselves, because the whole thing is traditionally chowed bolt upright.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Hi.
Parliamo Italiano.
Molto bene.
I can't say anything else now.
That's all we've got. Okay. Cecchetta.
Yes. Fish, ham, cheese, salami, we make everything at the moment. What do you like?
Those things, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
And for drink?
Again, I'm happy to go with the recommendation.
Bene. I give you the champagne white Italian.
Unless you have Fanta. No.
To accompany the champagne noir, we're shoveling down a seafood platter of mackerel, sea bass, squid, swordfish, and my old adversary, raw prawn.
This is a lot of recently deceased seafood.
I'm sorry I've started without you.
Hey, you can't help your upbringing.
The salad looks like something that's been composted for a month.
In a bad way?
No, it tastes okay.
Good, yes.
I think the mackerel's right up my canal.
Up your alley. Okay. Yes.
That's lovely.
That's good.
And what's that like?
That's fine.
Oh, well done. So good, fine, and yes.
Yeah.
Your vocabulary's expanded
Yes.
massively.
A lot of this comes directly from Keith Floyd.
Okay.
We're providing light and shade within this absolutely definitive review.
Feeling understandably proud of our achievements, we polish off the platter as day one succumbs to the endless march of minutage. You rejoin us at the apogee of our 48 hours in Venice. So far, we have forked through traditional cicchetti,
That's lovely.
lost our sense of selves in an immersive experience,
What am I looking for?
A young girl on a boat.
and browsed an ill-organised bookshop.
It's a nightmare. I'm having a panic attack.
As day two unflaps its musky majesty, we rise in urgent pursuit of cultural consumption. Before the clocks even have the chance to get round to 8, we are loping like long-eared leopards through Venice's world-renowned St. Mark's Square.
It is cold, but this is better with no people in it.
Yes, we're missing their ambient heat, but we're gaining visibility.
Venice's most visited tourist attraction was constructed in the 12th century, quickly becoming the political, religious and social centre of the town.
And we can also see the flooding, which is coming up from the ground.
Oh, I see. I just thought that was big puddles. It had rained.
No, this is what happens here. It's very low. I should just put lots of towels down.
Viewing its trio of sights from the outside by simply moving your head around is mercifully time efficient.
I think it's very attractive indeed. Stunning, in fact.
Good.
The Basilica is a totally famous church. The Doge's Palace was historically the city's political and judicial hub, and the clock tower is Venice's most commanding landmark.
It's a real mixture of styles, but I couldn't tell you what they are because I don't know enough.
I think that's good enough for me. Shall we go on?
Yeah, let's.
Anytime you mini-break, a bod has to provide evidence that he's left the borders and not spent the weekend in his pants watching box sets in some kind of doomed attempt to connect with popular culture.
You make all of these masks
Yes,
here
we
yourself?
do. Yes, we do. There is a mold for every mask, like this one.
Yes.
And by hand, just paper, water and glue, you push in the mold.
Yeah.
When you take it out, it takes some time to dry out, and then it's ready to start. We cut all the process. It's all handmade, really.
Initially used for keeping locals anonymous while gambling, partying and seducing, masks have been a part of Venetian culture for ruddy ages.
Why do people buy masks?
For the carnival in Venice.
Okay.
Yes.
And that's every year?
Yes, every year in February. The most traditional one, it was this. It's called the bauta.
Okay.
It was the mask of Casanova.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Come on now. This will immediately increase my erotic power, which is already pretty high.
Well, yeah.
Don't fight it.
And then the head.
Here we go.
Yes,
Bang.
exactly.
Hey, do you want to freshen up that spritzer? Yeah? And we'll have a selection of bar snacks. Thank you.
What is the most popular woman's mask?
The most popular for women was
that one.
That one with the stick.
That looks very nice. It's better than that one, really, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
You look like Thomas the Tank Engine's psychopathic brother.
Yeah, but you're engaging with me, aren't you? It's
Barely.
a look. Come on, we're sparking up a
Your
rapport.
eyes are emptied out of
What are you
any
talking about?
empathy.
I have no empathy. I'm just looking to close deals. Close deals throughout this town. Shutting it down. On the rare occasions that this doesn't work, I immediately switch to this one. Because if this one doesn't work, you just come back into the bar. Hey, that other guy, what a jerk. I'm so embarrassed that my brother was here before. He's so pushy. Look, why don't we get out of here and see, you can just come back. Oh, he's
hello,
back.
welcome back.
He's back
The
with the
weird
glasses.
one.
This is excellent.
But I can't spend all day pretending to be Russell Brand at some kind of post-Renaissance Club 18 to 30 because we're late for gondola school. Our teacher Eleanor will help us develop and ultimately master the craft during a 90-min lesson.
So in this boat we will row in the Venetian typical style,
Okay.
which is standing, facing forward. So it's not like in the English style rowing, which are sitting and pulling backwards. We can't simply row without thinking about the other boys.
That's very racist, but come on, let's...
So?
As if we all row with our eyes shut in England.
well,
It's unbelievable.
Eleanor has been perfecting her voga alla Veneta stroke for 20 years. We have less time than that for psychological reasons, so we paddle out after a couple of mins.
Twist, drop, push.
Are you feeling that extra power coursing through the boats?
Ish.
You don't have to withhold praise. You know, sometimes you can be a big person by praising someone else. Be honest, is this the best rowing you've ever seen?
No, he's one of the best beginners.
One of them. Here we go, Joe.
Eleanor, you know I'm not going to be very good at this, don't you?
Take the oar.
Don't worry.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's your oar. Your oar.
My oar, my
It's your
oar. Oh, wrong way. Oh
Yeah, you
dear,
have to
wrong
go
already.
forward.
No, not that way, that way. That way. No, I can't remember.
Joe, you're panicking.
I can't, I've thought, oh, is it
You
that
are
way?
pulling.
No,
No,
that's
no,
the wrong
go
way. No,
forward.
I meant to be pushing.
There we go. Don't you dare stop believing in yourself, Joe. Don't you dare. You are a natural gondolier. You were born to gondolier. You were born to do this, Joe.
Twist, in, push.
Yes.
Flat, twist, in, push. That's the only way I can do it.
Well,
Can
this
you
is
see
good.
that poor woman's walking, going faster than us, and she's disabled? So it just shows that I'm not very good at it. Push.
Despite Eleanor's fervent pleas that we never leave her side from this day forth, our time on the water must end.
How are you feeling?
Well, I kind of feel that I've achieved something. Was sort of able to do it a bit, but quite bad most of the time.
I felt your technique grew and became very mature by the end.
Our achievements have been so vast that it would be perverse not to reward ourselves with ice cream. So we hit the streets in search of some kind of vendor. Italy is the home of gelato, and the best homemade gelato in all Venice is to be found at Alaska Gelateria Sorbeteria, justly rated for its wide-ranging choice of flavours.
Thank you. Buongiorno. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Ice cream.
Yes, please. Can I try the rum and raisin in a cone?
In a cone.
Waffle cone. Oh, this one.
This one.
Yeah,
Ah,
please. Whoa,
you are a
that
fancy
was
man.
tiny.
You love gelato.
Don't jip me here. That's
Allora,
brilliant. What's that one top, right in the top
this
there?
one is chocolate chips.
Okay, is that good with it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I give you a spoon of pistachio.
Okay.
Oh.
Thank you very much.
Buon appetito.
Joe.
Please, for me, one like that, except piccolo.
Very good is ginger.
There's salad and orange.
Oh, I'll have rocket. Oh, yes, please.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Ginger is lovely.
Very nice.
Rocket.
How's that?
Too healthy.
I can show you some of the
Wow.
well, anguria,
Watermelon.
watermelon, pineapple, carrots,
Carrot ice cream.
onions, red onions.
Really?
Well, honestly,
Even you don't stand by
well,
that one.
no one wanted.
Okay.
Why are you so happy? Are you on drugs?
Yes.
It's sugar rush. It's on constant sugar rush. Well, all I can say, this is excellent.
Grazie.
It's excellent. It's been a
Well,
pleasure.
welcome. I
It's been
hope
a pleasure,
you
thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Very much.
Bye.
There we go.
Our trip is close to conclusion, and we must repack our knapsacks. The total coin drop in Venice is a chastening £3,283 apiece, although 93% of that was on our ludicrous hotel. Before we check out, we barrel up to the roof terrace.
Joe,
Yes.
how do you think it went?
Great.
Good.
I really enjoyed Venice.
What have you enjoyed most?
The activity on the gondola.
The rowing.
Yes. Number 2, wonderful Venice-y buildings.
So literally Venice itself
Literally Venice
comes in
itself.
number 2. behind rowing.
Absolutely.
I like the mask shop.
I thought you liked the mask shop.
I like the mask shop.
Why?
Because I'm an individualistic capitalist consumer. It is pleasing. It's a shame it's sinking.
It's going to take a while.
I demand a certain kind of solidity from what's under my feet. I'm not Jesus. Probably. I'm possibly not Jesus.
No. I think we'll take that as a given.